Hey everyone, and welcome back to more Ace Attorney. Just jumping right back into where we left off, where we fell off we fell down. The bridge was burning, and it obviously broke. I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he ran onto the bridge that was burning down. It was already in shambles to begin with, and now it was burning. um, but yeah, I guess we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, let's go ahead and start. Daily. Time. Location. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Could that be at this time of night? Yes, as we're speaking, Edgy, get up! It's an emergency! Huh? Larry, do you know what time it is? It's not Larry. It's Lawrence! Lawrence Denaxnum! This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over and... Wait! Don't hang up! It's an emergency! It's Nick! He took a really nasty spill! Well, it wouldn't be the first time, so... I'm not joking! His life is in danger! What? What happened? Tell me. Talk about a guy with bad luck! He's maybe already dead! Anyway, you've got to come back. You're the only one who can help. Iris, my beautiful Iris! She needs help! Alright, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm at the detention center, please! Hurry! It's been 1 year since I left that country. Thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion. As if I expected anything to change. I can't believe he picked up the phone for Larry. That amazes me in itself. You're late, Edgy. What took you so long? I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. Well, you should have chartered a faster one. Anyway, just listen. Something happened to Miss Elise, and Nick is Maya's... Huh? Say something, Edgy. Before I came here, I stopped by the hospital and paid Wright a visit. I really have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. Pfft. The murder victim was the picture book author, Miss Elise Denaxinum. She was found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. Also says that he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Oh. Yes, that's right. You got it. But they arrested her. My sweet little Iris. I was convinced he was the one the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these two items are for. What are you talking about? They're things Wright gave me when I was leaving his room. Oh my gosh. We're gonna play as Edgeworth. This is exciting. This is the first. He said some nonsense about being able to see into people's hearts with this. And the other? He couldn't possibly be asking what I think he is. Could he? I'm begging you. Iris's trial starts tomorrow. With Nick out of the picture, you've only got left. You're the only one that can represent her. What did you just say? You know, represent, defend. What were you expecting? Why do you think I've called you anyways? I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like I'm a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I mean, I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court before. How could this country's judicial system have fallen in such decay? Please, Edgy. At least listen to her. Listen to Iris' side of their story. So I wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all. Do you recognize her? Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder. Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Lawrence said that he might even die. Fortunately, he'll be fine. You're you moron. How could you say something like that? He's badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he's unarmed. Thank goodness. You caught some kind of nasty cold. Cold? He's running a high fever and drifting in and out of consciousness. Must be imagining things. This woman. I feel like I've met her before. Yeah. Pardon me, Iris. I'd like to ask you something if you don't mind. I have the distinct feeling that you and I have met before. It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Hazakura Temple. Hazakura Temple? What's that? It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to please your inner spiritual power. Spiritual power? Did you ever go to that temple for that reason as well? No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them. In that case, what are you doing at the temple then? I've committed some sins. Sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm there. And why I continue to train, to purify my soul. Oh. So I wonder how she got out of jail then. I want to ask you about last night. The night of the crime. Alright. I helped to clean up after dinner, and then went back to my room at about 8. Later, I left my room to then ring the lights out bell at 10. Bell? We ring it at the same time each night. I see. And then? And then I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room. I stayed there. Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked? I was frightened. Frightened. So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened. There's more to her story. I just know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper. You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder. Yes. However, you didn't go. Because you say you were frightened. What exactly were you so frightened of? He's like, what the hell is this? What in the world? Is there something wrong? I'm sorry, it's nothing. It looks like she's not aware of them herself. This must be what Wright was talking about. The cycle locks. The cycle locks, okay. I believe he said that I need to present this Magatama item to do something. So do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night? I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Spiritual power? Yeah, spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another example. Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power. Dude, did you just see what just happened? Yes, I understand. Most people don't. And I'm certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human. So please answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elise Denaxium? No. Not the one who took her life. Psych-lock things aren't appearing. Suppose that means I can believe that she's not lying. Huh. What's wrong? Can't believe that what I'm thinking. In here, I just finished saying that I don't believe in spiritual power. It appears that that's about all you can tell me. Thank you very much for listening to my story. I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you. Me? Yes, at the trial tomorrow. He asked me to defend you. Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth. Then I would gladly entrust my fate to your capable hands. Before that, I have one question. Yes. Do you know Wright? Why would you ask that? Whenever he came up in a conversation, he would begin to act a little strange. Mr. Edgeworth, what is Mr. Wright to you? He's a very dear and indispensable friend. It was 5 years ago. Oh, she's talking about it. She's talking about it. It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. You deceived him? I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I want him to just forget about me without learning the truth. Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. And until he learns the truth, I don't think he'll ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise. Very well. I'll do everything in my power to get you an acquittal. It's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene. I thought he said science scene. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna take some tea. Sure is cold, alright. So this is it. Dusky Bridge. Damn, look at the bridge. Oh wow, it's you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh my god! I'm so excited for this chapter. Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see! It's been about a year? Or has it been longer? It doesn't matter, Detective. What does it matter why does it matter why we're shuffling around up here? Oh, ouch! There's that sharp left jab. Well, happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me guess, you were transferred by HR to the local precinct. Wise decision. Vast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. Everyone was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Gumshoe indeed. Like gum on your shoe. He's impossible to get rid of. I'm supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty. Great. Thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Godot was gonna get here before me. You guy's a real mystery, I tell you. Prosecutor Godot? Dude, you gotta get filled in. You gotta get filled in. I should go back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Well, simple as simple does, as they say. Got no idea how much I missed that biting sarcasm of yours, sir. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing. A witness? Yeah, the bikini lady. Bikini lady. Here? On this freezing cold mountain? Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir. I have to talk to this bikini lady. I mean, decisive witness myself. So this is the bridge that Wright fell through? Yep, can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross is how it goes there, right? Or was that leap? And? Is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. You can't get over there without a bridge, sir. What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. Someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training, and now they're stuck there. Yes, I heard that from Wright. It's Maya Fey. Oh no. Her again. Anyway, the air is really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's gonna be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, sir. Should be alright in this cold. So how did the bridge burn down anyway? I'm almost 100% sure it was lightning. Lightning? So who's this prosecutor Godot? Never heard of him. Yeah, he's a new guy. He showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie. But nobody could say a bad word about the guy. What kind of man is he? Just became a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir. Real good. If he's so good, how's it that I never heard of him? Is he the lead prosecutor on this case? You bet he is. After all, you know who is right in the middle of it. You know who? Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Godot really has really got it in for Mr. Wright. Oh. Yeah, he seems to have some kind of grudge. And what would be this cause of this grudge? I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his mask or something. None of this is making any sense. Better look into this Godot myself. Yeah, I don't understand why he's against Wright. He had nothing to do with Wright. He wasn't a part of that case. It's strange. I don't see why. There's like not really a connection. I don't know. Oh. Oh. Hold on. Like, cover my... Maybe like that. Sure. Just myself. Okay. You're telling me that the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning? Yep. Last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. What? Wait, what? What are we saying? It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall like that. According to the weather data, lightning definitely struck. What the heck? I see. It's a very detailed weather report. Almost too detailed. Even has the exact time that the lightning struck the bridge. How are they able to figure that out? Oh, that? We got that information from the witness testimony. Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge. Who's this witness? Sorry, I'll go ask one of the local cops later, sir. I would like to look at that. Oh, we got the other evidence too. Okay, there's that. And we got the map. Okay. The magazine. Oh, we got the photo too. I forgot about this. Oh, here, the report. Eagle Mountain weather data for February 7th. Snow with occasional lightning strikes. Snow 7 to approx 10:50 p.m. Lightning 10 to approx 11 p.m. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45. Around 30 minutes passed between the fires starting and going out. Should we move? Guess let's keep looking around for now. Yo, Edgy, what took you so long? So-called my brains turned to sherbet. It was a mistake to race back to this country. What do you mean? Wright is going to be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. And I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder. Hey! Hold on a sec. Hold it! Objection! What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth? It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another end. What kind of lame excuse is that? And you call yourself a defense attorney? Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor, and that's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth's defense attorney just sounds plain weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore. Dude, Edgy. I don't see you for a couple years and your heart turns to sherbet. Say more like sorbet. It's rather cold here. Iris didn't murder her, someone else did. Just know it, okay? Trust me on this one. Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. At least until I pass the baton on to Wright, that is. Baton? I said baton. Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? To put it simply, the comment has me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent? Come on, a girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer. You might want to backtrack that comment. I was right after all. Should never come back. No, don't worry. I say things for how they really are this time. Honest. And a penny for every time you said that. It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. Can't force things too much. Know what I mean? Huh? No idea what you're talking about, Larry. Oh, forget it. I didn't say anything. Okay. Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry? What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it? What? Get lost. Go back on your chartered jet and get out of my sight, you creep. Oh, your plane crashes and you die. Jesus. I'll ask just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing? Why does he want to say? Oh my god, it's gonna be a waste of time. As expected. Psycholocks. I'm sorry, man. You know me, I just don't remember. Short-term memory is a wreck, dude. Okay, let's keep looking. I'd like to get more evidence first. Hey, hello there. So how are you feeling? All right, I suppose. Huh? Who's this? My name is Miles Edgeworth. My! Handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. If circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... Please don't call me boy. I'm sorry to trouble you. Looking for a woman in a bikini? Well, you found her. Now what can I do for you? I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis. If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy. Wow. Mr. Edgeworth. This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's a witness. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps getting cut. My stomach's already growling in protest. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris? Well, first, I want to hear what you know. First, I'd like to ask you about last night. Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple. She must be talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that? I suppose it was about 9 when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. Channeling Dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch. Wow, you're right! It does sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry. Is my mic too loud? No. It reaches yellow for like a little bit, but it's fine. Sorry, I was just yelling. Sometime around 11, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard. Your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here? The way you're staring at me. I'm starting to get goosebumps. Haha, oh. Starting to get goosebumps myself, but for a decidedly different reason. Oh, you get the chills pretty easy, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Alright then. I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. It must have been past 11. No, I can't see it. It's too much for my poor heart. Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie. Saw two people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other was stabbing her from the back. With a sword. Do you see this criminal? With your own eyes. I didn't want to believe what I was seeing. But it was Iris. Must have been quite shocked. Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of a courtroom. And I happened to witness it from the witness stand. Be pretty shocked too. Now it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. When I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed, and then I passed out. Fortunately for us, testimony seems pretty solid. However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems natural. Unnatural? The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness. I wonder what she means by that. Like, what motive would she have against her? There's nothing really there either. As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct? Yes, that's correct. I know it may look strong. The truth is, I've got a bad lower back. Bad lower back? Yes, especially bad in the winter. So bad that I can't even lift a bucket. Remember how cold it was last night? My back felt as stiff as frozen glass. Just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall. So you left the disciple all alone. Don't be ridiculous, I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she had rung the bell out for lights out. I suppose she never went to the inner temple, did she? So did this head nun actually see Iris there? I think I better try to get some details. So is this acolyte that was to train at the inner temple? Her name is Maya Fey. Treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. And after she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course. Special course? Training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times. You don't mean to tell me that she's still doing that over at the inner temple, do you? No, 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 of course not. You don't have to worry about that one a little bit. Last night, we still hadn't started the training session itself. Well, that's good to hear. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Dear, there's one thing I forgot to tell you. Uh-oh, I don't think I like the sound of this. Do you know that small girl? I believe she's Mystic Maya's little sister. Maya's a little sister? Oh, you mean Little Pearl. That's Maya Faye's cousin. Little Pearl? I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we finished with dinner cleanup. I haven't seen her at all since late last night. She's nowhere to be found. We had a missing child for how long? You mean she was the victim? It's all my fault. Stupid creaky old back. A little girl who's with the victim on the night of the murder is gone. As they say, the plot thickens. Well, she never ended up going to her room. Can I... Should we ask about people? You said he went with Maya to the training hall in the inner temple last night. Right. Did you happen to see Iris while you were there? Of course I saw her. Told her to meet us after ringing the 10 bell before for lights out. Oh my gosh. You're saying Iris came to the inner temple then? Of course she did. Iris has always been a good, obedient girl. After that, I had Iris help Mystic Maya begin her training. That doesn't fit with Iris' story at all. She said that she never went to the inner temple. As they say, the plot thickens. Oh, this poor girl. Where could she have gone? Well, we checked out her home and she's not there. She's nowhere in the vicinity of the temple either. Which means there's only a few other possibilities as to where she could be. Do you think maybe she fell off the bridge and was carried downstream? Why do you have to be such a pessimist, detective? I was just trying to think like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Ironic. Became a pessimist only after I had the pleasure of working with you. Oh god, that's terrible. Very important visitor, you know. An honor acolyte. Honored? How so? Faye's name is synonymous with the Korean channeling technique. Therefore, she must be a spirit medium of great power indeed. Now that you mention it, 1 year ago, there was a case that was about the master of the Korean channeling technique. Detective. Oh, detective. I detest talk of supernatural drivel. I suppose now you'll say she has what? Chlorians? Ho ho. So it gives you the creeps, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? It's got nothing to do with it. Oh. How could such a terrible thing have happened? It's all my fault. Come on, lady. I don't think you need to blame... Oh, quiet. What do you know anyway? Ouch, you're scary. That stupid 5 o'clock shadow and that stupid old coat of yours. It's too bad that you weren't the one that disappeared. Why does she have to take it all out on me? Anger does seem a little manufactured. It's all my fault. Me and my stupid back. Mystic Elise has been murdered. An important acolyte is trapped. A little girl has been lost. No, you really shouldn't be so negative. It creates bad karma. Quite right. I need to do some more training myself, I think. Should we present this? Huh? Ah! Well, look what you found. That's the master of the Korean channeling technique, Mystic Misty Faye. Faye. It's been nearly 20 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Apparently she intended to pass on the master title to her daughter. Who's this daughter? Well, I myself am a part of a branch family of the Faye clan. Meaning I am not privy to information concerning the main family. Well, that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection. Oh, I see. What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection just by holding it, you know. Put it on already. No, I can't. I was just... Ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. It's like it was made just for you, Mr. Edgeworth. What do you mean by that, detective? Looks absolutely marvelous. You just gotta keep it on for a while. Some sort of divine retribution? About this picture. Well, look at that. Look pretty S to the XC, don't you think? Yeah, absolutely. Up until recently, we avoided exposure in magazines. But this time we had our reasons. Is that so? For example? Haha, well, why deny the world the sight of such a lovely face? Oh, let's ask about this. About this here. Let me see. Well, as you know, in order to see the reality for what it truly is, we try to break our attachments to much of the transient material realm. Guess you could call me an immaterial girl. Guess she lives in an immaterial world, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Okay, I guess I didn't do anything. Hold on, there's a piece of paper here. More Enza cushions in the corner of the room. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under the sack? Beats me. Do you mind checking that out for me, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. I like having Gumshoe at our side. It's kind of fun. Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. Looks like an old manila envelope. Yeah. What is it, Detective? This could be an ultra-important clue, a super special clue. I suppose I should read it myself then. Looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall, unless you want your secret to be exposed. Sounds like a blackmail letter. It's going there, Mr. Edgeworth. How can I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra-important prosecutor. Super-duper prosecutor. Well, I suppose it takes a super-duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. I probably shouldn't ask her about it, because it could probably raise suspicion. Okay. Oh, where'd he go? He's got a psych lock. Don't see Larry anywhere. Maybe we scared the poor kid away. His heart was shut tight with the number of psych locks. I guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. That sucks. I wanted to ask him, because I remember we can talk to people. I wanted to ask him about the Dodge. I usually hear about promising young prosecutor candidates while they're still in school. Never seen or heard of this person. Gotta admit, he's puzzling, alright. Just appeared one day, big mug of steaming coffee in his hand. Sounds like an interesting man. Yeah, the whole prosecutor's office is really into double espresso macchiatos lately. Guess we didn't get much information from that. Wonder if Maya's alright? Could never show my face to Wright again if something were to happen to her. It'll be okay. If that ever happens, you can just show him my face. How's that? I didn't mean like that, sir. Just a silly little joke. I wonder if there's another way to get across the other side. Support wires for the bridge are still intact, correct? Bridge is almost 20 yards long. No, it may look like it, Mr. Edgeworth, but I'm no superhero. In any case, I just hope Maya's right. Whoa, you're brave for even thinking that, dude. What about Pearl? Has no one seen her at all since last night? Seems that way. Apparently she hasn't gone back to Korean Village either, sir. It's true that she was with... But it's true that she was with Elise Denexium at some point last night. No doubt about it. You mean that maybe whoever killed Miss Denexium also... Don't jump into any crazy conclusions. Ouch! Sure have one mean punch, Mr. Edgeworth. It's downright fierce. Okay. Okay. Oh, she's gone too. Looks like Iris is being interrogated right now. But it certainly brings back memories. Oh yeah, come to think of it, you got thrown here once too, didn't you, sir? But you know what? Never been in jail a single time. Should think it's hard to land in jail when you're so harmless. Yes, well. If you're in jail, you don't have to pay for your own meals, you know. Don't get any funny ideas, detective. Too late, I already did. In any case, guess I'll have to come back here later. Huh. Okay. Well, the only thing... Oops. The only thing... Hold on. Can I... You haven't looked around. This is the bridge Wright tried to cross. Pretty reckless if you ask me. Macy survived the fall from up here. Yeah, he's one lucky guy, sir. Now I see how he manages to win his cases in court. Blind luck. I think dumb luck suits Wright just a bit better. Some letters are widely engraved in a roughly cut boulder. Dusky Bridge. It certainly is an appropriate name. To get some glasses, Mr. Edgeworth. That sign says Dusty Bridge. I can see how you read it wrong, though, sir. You're the one who needs glasses, detective. Try reading it one more time. You're right. It's Dusky Bridge after all. Guess whoever wrote this made a mistake. Hey, it's a public phone. You don't see a lot of these anymore. That's true. Since we got one here, why don't we take a photo as a memento? Well, sure. Why not? Oh, darn it. I don't have a camera with me. I'm gonna go buy a disposable camera. I'll be right back, sir. What is so special about public phones, and why is he so fascinated by them? Well, he just left. Oh, never mind. Little shack down that way called Heavenly Hall. A shack? It's like a rundown doghouse for losers who can't bear the freezing drafts of the wind. Kinda reminds me of my apartment, sir. Name Heavenly Hall makes it sound like a palace. Giving a hovel a great name is a crime itself. Call it false advertising. By the way, the name of my apartment complex is Compton Castles. It's not such a great name if you ask me. It's not such a great apartment either, sir. Well, I guess we can ask her... Does he say anything about this? There just was a bell. Suppose this type of thing is necessary up here in the mountains. Say this just gave me a great idea. Something tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not. An idea for a brand new invention. Might even make me rich. An invention? Yeah, a car that can travel in snow. Call it a snow car. So what do you think, sir? Would you go for a ride in something like that? Only after you take the first 1,000 test rides. You can see a small bell tower from here. Hey, that just reminded me, there's something I've always wondered about. Something tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not. Call a person who tells a lie a liar, right? So why don't we call a person who rings a bell a beller? Or truer for a guy who tells the truth. Oh man, I'm not going to get any sleep tonight. No idea he was such a deep thinker. Okay, let's come back here. Let's ask about the letter. Do you know anything about this old crumpled up letter? Is that addressed to Iris? Yep, clearly says to Iris on it. Can't believe it. That girl doesn't have any secrets from me. Ah, so Sister Bikini didn't know anything about it. To Iris of Hazakura Temple. Salutation here. Something I must talk to you about. I'll be waiting for you at 10 tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Make sure you come unless you want your secret to be exposed. Hmm. I spell the photo. Oh, she's still saying that. Oops. I think sure casts a strong presence over the whole room. This is a lesser Magatama. It's a precious heirloom containing a great many souls. Huh? This is lesser? What is the greater one like? The greater Magatama is displayed in the main room of the Fey Manor. It's supposed to be shown at the Treasures of Korean exhibit. It was so large they couldn't bring it through the doors. It's an altar with a giant Magatama enshrined on it. Lots of candles lined up on it too. You know, I haven't had a birthday party for myself in a while. We should blow out those candles over there to make up for that. Mr. Edgeworth, would you mind singing happy birthday to me? Stop that! Cut it out! Please don't blow out the altar candles! Oh, it's a warm cat box. But where are all the cats? It's called a hibachi. It's for heating the room. Oh, look at all these ancient straw frisbees. Those are a type of zabunin cushions called enza. Why are you giving me such a hard time? Huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Why? Because learning something new might actually be a good thing for you, Detective. Oh, I'm stumped. I presented all the evidence that I could present. And I asked her about people. Let's ask about Phoenix. This man, his face portrays a life of suffering and great weariness to the world. Sure. But even so, I can't believe this guy actually jumped into the river. Think of all the fun things he might have enjoyed if he had just lived. That less spiritual training alone is no way to lead a complete life, huh? Sounds like she's got some major regrets she's dealing with. Perhaps I should let Gumshoe explain Wright's situation to her for me. Hey, don't look at me like that. Do your own dirty work, sir. This is Mystic Elsie's apprentice, is it not? He might have a bit of a crush on me. Sweet boy, at any rate. Huh? Oh, I don't blame him. Sister Bikini understands the temptations of young men. Sure. But I'm afraid it wouldn't be proper to abuse my position. I am head nun, after all. But in return, I did allow him to draw a portrait of me. I pray it was a pose that maintained her modesty for everyone's sake. Okay. Oh! Oh, I didn't see this before! Oh! Here we go, this crime scene. Holy crap. That looks brutal. And this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched. Thanks, Detective. I'll just have a look around. Looks like the police are still investigating. Oh yeah, by the way, I thought I'd better ask just to be sure. Are you really going to defend that nun, Iris, at the trial tomorrow? Yes, I will. I gave her my word and must follow through with my commitment. Well, in that case, gotta be careful. Gotta make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation. Don't worry about it, Detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I think most of it will flow out on its own. You got it, sir. Make sure it flows out like water from tap. Yes, you do that, Detective. Just how much has your running spout leaked over the years? Alright. Oh, look, thanks. So the sword from this gold statue is actually the murder weapon. Sure is. It's called a shishito, by the way. Nasty piece of work, sir. Still blood on it. Suppose this is the victim's blood? Yep, it's all over the blade. Speaking of all over the blade, fingerprints all over the hilt of the shishito too, man. I don't know what I was gonna say. Fingerprints? Naturally, they match the prints we got from the young nun, the defendant. Fingerprints are on the murder weapon. What's wrong? You're looking really solemn. Is this how it is for Wright? Is this what it's like to be a defense attorney? Yeah, I figured it doesn't feel really good. To be honest, feels more like it's detrimental to your health. Nothing is ever in your favor. Main gate must be over that stone wall. Ah, stone walls. Jumped over a few of those in my time. Most of them are good memories, but not all. Detective, perhaps someone should introduce you to the concept of paucity of words. Ah, I just love skiing. Really? You don't, seem like the type. Well, what about sleds? Well, what about sleds? Sleds, nah, they're a little too kiddie, you know. Messes with my hard-boiled image. So the silence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is the world starting to go mad? Oh, her staff. Oh, the gem's missing. What's this? Looks like a wizard staff. Belonged to the victim, Miss Elise Dioxinum. There's something strange or magical about it. Oh yeah, listen, this is just between us, okay, sir? Yes, what? This is top secret stuff, so don't tell anyone about this. Alright. Truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard. That's it? That's what you wanted to tell me? That's recorded. That's it. The staff was made from a very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Are there any on it? Just the victims. It's a lantern. I suppose they light it at night. There's something elegant about the light of fire. At the end of each month, I always like to relax in my room by candlelight. Detective, can you not afford to pay your electricity bill? How did you know? Oh, is that something? No? Okay, I don't see anything else. The victim is famous picture book author Miss Elise Dioxinum. Her entire past up until she won that writing reward last year is a total mystery. It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. The estimated time of death of the victim was between 10 and 11 p.m. on February 7th. The cause of death was blood loss, resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon. The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Yep, but there's one strange thing. Yes? Because the entire body was covered with bruises. Bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a two-story building. Two-story building? Be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct? Hey, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. Just happens to be the room that the room that Elise Duxton was staying in. Maybe she was pushed out of the window after she was stabbed by the sword. Let's see if we can summarize what we learned so far. Okay, let's take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the nun, right after they finished dinner, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple. Oh, nice. At 10 p.m. after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to Hazakura Temple. She's taking a hot bath to soothe her back. Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. For more details, she asked Bikini herself in the main hall. Inner temple, huh? I'd like some more information about that place. Trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor? Pretty sure it's that Gadot guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught the cold, and won't be defending, he just lost interest. I intend to appear in court in the role of a defense attorney. However, I'd be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why, but I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge. Yes, he certainly would remember my face even after such a long absence. That's why I requested that another job preside over the trial tomorrow. We only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir? There's no need to worry. Pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Wow, Mr. Edgeworth. No idea you had such powerful string to pull. Okay. What's this inner temple that Maya was supposedly training at? According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes. It's on the other side of the Dusky Bridge. The bridge that burned down, huh? Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the inner temple? Nope, not a thing. Nothing. Their side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island out there. The only thing there is the inner temple. Here, it's not the kind of place a person could survive in. Please be right, Maya. Oh. Maybe there's some new stuff. Oops. No, he's not back. Nope. Oh. She's back. Okay. Mr. Edgeworth. Came back because I need to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind. But I already told you everything that Iris, please remember. I'm on your side. You can tell me anything. Yes, thank you. I just finished speaking with the head nun of Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Elise Nanuxon with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well. What? When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. Yes, Sister Bikini says she met you at the Inner Temple that very night. But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night. Looks like she's unwilling to tell me the whole truth. I'll never find the answers I'm looking for if I break those cycle locks. Ooh! Take that! I never heard that one before. Take that! I was frightened. So I've been handed this case. It's my duty to dig up all the answers, understand? Yes, sir. A smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the Inner Temple last night? Yes, I swear. I already told you that. Yes, you said you didn't because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you afraid of? Iris, I wonder. Is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? Where is it? Found this in the main hall. It's addressed to you. That's... Well, Iris. Why are you glaring at me like that? You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you. Isn't that correct? Ah! Was it the evidence or my power of my glare that broke that lock? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way. But Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me. A prank? Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it that would cause me any grief. I wonder about that. Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. Never hide anything from her. No, you may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there's one person you didn't want your secret told to. One person? Phoenix. Phoenix Wright. Ah. You mean something to Phoenix. You mean something to Wright, it seems. I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep dark secret. Well, what do you have to say? I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his. After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it. What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions? Small mountain shack at the base of the dusky bridge. A small shack, huh? It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near. Where is it on this map? Oh, right there. It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path from the dusky bridge. The reality is, to get to the inner temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. But the thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall. I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't even want to think about it. So this is the secret that you locked away in your heart. Yes. Looks as though I may have to visit the Heavenly Hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mystery blackmailer. In a case you still claim to have never left your room last night. Yes, that's exactly right. Trial starts tomorrow. Promise you, I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. I wonder why she changed. She seems so hateful towards the whole thing. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret. It's pointless. Why would you say that? Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is. But he has no idea who I am. Okay. She seems so angry at the end of that case. Heavenly Hall. Okay. Whoa, not much of a view down here, huh? Still better than the view from my apartment, though. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. Oh, why? Why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. Next, it's going to be prison, I guess. I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's just talking to himself. Shh, be quiet and listen. Before I knew it, shouldn't have done it. Blew it again. Done that. What did he do? I wondered. Hey you! What you just said. About what you just said. I got an objection. What? The Edgy, you dirty rat! Come shoo, you oaf. I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out objection. In a loud, commanding voice, too. I even pointed at with my finger. My pointer finger. You watch too many trials. Sorry. Oh, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? Oh. What is this little shack anyway? Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. And why were you down here in the first place? Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. It's a great little place. It's artistic. It's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. One thing's for sure. No one's likely to show up and disturb you here. So can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. Listen to me, Edgy. Gotta do this. Gotta save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute? Watch your mouth! Anyway, I made up my mind about it. I'm going to marry that girl. Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet. But I can tell how she feels by the look in her eyes. She's got this, I really want this man to carry me over this threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. I could never imagine that I would marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he would be shocked indeed. That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I going to do if she gets hurt? What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. I really want to know the answer to that. We're going to have to drag him onto the witness stand. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Aw, man. Don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. Okay. Chill out with those scary eyes. Got it. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. Something incredible? Yeah. But let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. As he realized, I'd absolutely despised talking about the good old days, especially with him. I'm gonna assume we have the evidence. Take that! Okay, moving on with my water bottle. Okay. Alright. Now you're gonna tell me what you really saw last night. Well, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk. Huh? That was a bit too easy. Yeah, anyway. It was awesome. Never seen anything like it. Around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I've been sleeping for I'm not sure how long. Sorry, my headphones got all weirdly tangled up. Suddenly, zing! The world in front of me went white. Like I just been slapped in my face by my old girlfriend, Naomi. And then, it was on fire. The bridge was on fire. Dusky Bridge caught on fire. You saying you saw it with your own eyes. Hold on. Okay. Hey, but why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth. There's still cycle locks remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happened? Where you say? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question. I was in my room by the main hall. Where else would I be? As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. Problem is, I suspect, lies there. There? What do you mean there? It's possible for you to have seen the lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room. Yeah, the map. It's a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakuro Temple. Ripley. What am I looking for? Hey! Stop. I think that should be fairly obvious. You're all surrounded by trees and it's impossible to see the bridge from here. What? Why didn't you tell me that before? Well, how about it? How about what? Do you feel like talking now? About what? Looks like it won't be that easy after all. Leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You were in your room at the temple, so then where were you? You don't know. You don't know that I wasn't in my room. Where was there? What was he there? If I read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer's fairly obvious. Very well then. Let's test my theory. The place you witnessed the lightning strike from Dusky Bridge was here. The place you saw the lightning strike was from the naturally heavily hall. Why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold. There's no electricity. It could fall apart any minute. Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know that there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. Uh-oh. In other words, You just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. I have to admit, I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick. That's nice. Now tell me. What were you doing at this cold little shack last night? That's what you might call a fair decor. I think you mean a fair decor. Could it be you were waiting for someone? Oh no. You really are one scary guy, you know. Believed that last night. You were waiting for this person to come meet you. It's only one person you wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry. I told you before, don't call me Larry. The person you were waiting for was Iris. Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy. No doubt because of my chilly glare. So you think I got the hots for the sister Iris, huh? Do you have some kind of evidence? Got something that proves I was waiting for her? Or are you just guessing? That's where I draw the line and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that proves that you were waiting for Iris. Well, I guess it would be the letter, right? Yeah. Here's your evidence. Called her to the spot with a pathetic blackmail letter. Oh, hey! Give that back! You're embarrassing me! What are you doing with that anyway? That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry. What do you mean? Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh. Oh! First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says salutation here. Well, that's what it said in that book, Letter Writing for Dummies. You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write, Dear Iris. Whoa! I'm so sorry. Okay. So you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you? Sorry, Edgy. Sorry doesn't cut it, scumbag, threatening a young lady like that. Wait, hold up. What now, pal? What are you talking about? What threatening stuff? I'll tell you what. You tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal. What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed. Sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Give me a break, it's a love letter. Have you ever been in love? What did you just say? My love for her burned so hotly it could melt all the snow in this mountain. Oh. Then what is the secret you mentioned? Come on, Edgy. Do you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me. Obviously, she wouldn't want the old lady bikini to know about that, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair. Alright, then why did you send a love letter in a business-like manual envelope? Give me a break, it's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes. Yeesh. Then why were you so quick to apologize, pal? It's because Edgy gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? That's it? That's all... That's what all those huge locks were about? I don't understand why you were so defensive. Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on. Don't let it get you down. But Mr. Edgeworth, this guy's still hiding something, I know it. What do you mean, detective? Don't forget what this guy just said a minute ago. Something incredible. He's right. Larry. What? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone. What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another. I already told you, didn't I? Saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge. Yes, and I believe it was an incredible sight you saw. Now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true. What is it? If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning. What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? Hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal. Oh my god. What? No. What's wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Why are you glaring at me like I'm next to be hit by a bolt of lightning? I just about had it with this Harlequin. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand. Oh my god. This is so annoying. Yes. Okay. Why is he being so difficult? Ow. Okay. Interesting evidence. We're gonna go to our first trial as Edward. Yeah. We're gonna be defending. That's gonna be fun. I wonder who's gonna be the prosecutor. I guess they keep saying Godot's gonna show up, but... Or it's supposed to be Godot, but they haven't been able to contact him. So... I don't know. Curious. But I guess we'll find out. We'll find out what's gonna happen. They're excited to see where this goes. I don't really have any suspicions at all, so... Also, Pearl's still missing. I wonder where she is. They have a whole child missing. You know, time's crucial for that. But yeah, next time, do the trial, maybe get some more answers, and see what happens. But yeah, have a good day and night. See you next time. Goodbye.